Welcome to my Healing Through Love series, where I introduce you to some beautiful and amazing men and women who have personally healed and have helped others to heal through love. This is about healing from and even because of facing and overcoming challenging life issues, physical and emotional dis-ease, trauma, fears, and insecurities on the way to rediscovering, recreating, and finally living your passion, creativity, joy, and ultimately love for yourself and for others. Hi, I'm Dr. Erica Goodstone, Healing Through Love mentor. To me, this is not only about what you have accomplished, but also about the kind of person you have to be and become to help others heal through your love. Now for today's guest. It's just my absolute pleasure and delight to introduce my long-term friend and colleague, Dr. Diana Kirshner. She is a powerful and highly successful woman who makes things happen in her own life and in the lives of her personal, business, and organizational clients, such as her amazing work with the Save the Children Foundation, her appearances on such popular shows, TV shows, as Oprah Winfrey, and her Amazon Prime show, Love in 90 Days, Finding Your Own True Love, based on her best-selling, life-changing book, Love in 90 Days. Love mentor, Dr. Diana, has helped thousands of women of all ages, all levels of business success, and all different backgrounds to embody their full charisma, attract, date, and create lasting soulmate love with high caliber men, not just anybody and not these frustrating, difficult relationships, but high caliber people. Dr. Diana has done it for so many other women, and she can do it for you too. Please check out her website, lovin90days.com, a powerful source of love, empowerment, and dating advice. And now I'm so happy to welcome you, Dr. Diana Kirshner.
This is the absolute high point to be with you. Thank you so much. I'm so thrilled to be with you and be on your show. This is just fantastic. I just admire everything you've been doing.
Thank you. And I wanted to add, it's so much fun to talk to you about love and healing through love, however we do it in the world, when the world is so difficult out there and it seems impossible. It's not impossible.
Yes, 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 yes. Now is the biggest challenge that we face in terms of every time we turn around or we look at something, it can be very, very upsetting and draining of your energy. And so it's all the more important to nurture yourself and find levels of self-love that give you peace and happiness and give you oases, right? Away from anything that's going on in the world that's troubling you, right? And there you can then make a difference. But it starts with you.
Face ourselves so that we're not taking in what other people tell us.
Yes, yes, yes. It's kind of like, when they say on the plane, put your air mask on first, and then you can have other people you need to put on your air mask of self-love. Your air mask of self-love, which is really everything, because it's really impossible to love and heal other people or help them when you don't have that going on. When you do have your self-love light, I would call it, turned on, everything flows and you can see right action to create whatever is you're called to do, right? Whether that's finding deep, deep love with a partner or being of service to the world. I do think it all starts with this love light, this self-love light. And as you know, I call that accessing your diamond self, moving away from talking to yourself very meanly or really being in a state of fearfulness or upset and running a lot of negative thinking, to actually focusing on who it is you want to be and what you want to be doing in the world. And I call that self, that beloved self, the diamond self identity. And the beauty of it is we can create that.
Yes, you can. And I would, as you're doing it, you're exhibiting an example of how to do it. You really have to go inward. We're so busy taking classes and going and doing and calling and being on the internet and the phone. You have to sit quietly and go inward to find that place.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. And you want to create who you want to be in the face of what you're dealing with. Who would you prefer to be if you had no limits, right? Would you prefer to be the angelic presence of light? Would you prefer to be the courageous, incredibly loving and beloved angel? Would you, you get to we do this work called the diamond self work, and you get to give yourself a name. Instead of just going by the name you were given, you get to give yourself a name. Now, then the sky's the limit with that. You can really go anywhere you want with that, even though it feels like uncomfortable and like not you. I'm not the beloved magnetic angel. I'm not the prism of healing and light. I'm not the goddess of saving the children. And I'm the whatever.
Hearing you say that, and I'm thinking that is what most of us think.
Yes,
Not
yes.
whatever it is we think we might like to be, we're not that. So we think it's hopeless.
Yes, yes, we feel like it's hopeless. I think you know my story. I mean, I was raised the fifth daughter of a patriarchal family, alcoholic patriarchal family, and they only wanted boys. So when I was born, my father said, "Oh, another girl, a fifth girl. I don't want to see her. I will not go to the hospital to see her." And and my mother tried to have an abortion with me and told me. But so when I was growing up, I thought of myself literally as a piece of crap. In other words, and in fact, that's what they called me. Oh, you stupid piece of shit. You stupid piece of shit. You stupid piece of shit. And I used to cry. I had such self-hate. I used to cry walking along the sidewalk in front of my parents' house. And I was crying because they had me. They had the misfortune to have me. And how I had ruined their lives, and piece of shit like me, right? So that was the inner dialogue that I grew up with. That. And it made me mute to the point where I couldn't speak. So I wouldn't talk to anybody, mainly because if you said anything wrong in our family, you could get beaten up and possibly killed by the alcoholic person. So, so I didn't talk, and it wasn't safe. And I really pitied my parents for having me. I felt so sorry for them to have such a horrible child. And with that background, I never was given, Eric, I don't know if you know this, but I wasn't even given books. I didn't own a book. I had a few toys that I was forbidden to play with. You don't touch them, you might ruin them. So that gives you the idea. Anyway, so I mean, I think there has to be a way to love yourself. I mean, there has to be. Other people seem to have self-love. I don't have self-love. So I went on a search. I got a bachelor's degree in psychology, I got a PhD in psychology, and I studied with everybody. But then I found my real mentor. Now, what my mentor did was he basically reparented me. He raised me. He showed me how to change the neural nets in my mind that said I was a piece of shit. He showed me that that was malleable. He showed me, that I could be in a different identity. And it was very, very, very powerful, right? Very powerful. And he used to look at me and he'd say, "You will be one of the most famous women psychologists in America." And I would think, this guy is completely psychotic. He is completely off his nut. I think a piece of shit, a
Diane,
stupid, wait, excuse me, a stupid piece of shit.
I have to stop you here because I want to add a little something. And I was going to ask you, how have you healed through love? But you just showed that. And what you revealed is how difficult, maybe even impossible it is to heal yourself through love. You need outside help very often because it's so stuck in your own neural network that the outside people, but the people that you get attracted to can be just like you and will just keep reinforcing that. So you have
Yes,
the good
yes.
fortune to find a mentor or a healer, a therapist, a friend, a lover, somebody that sees your greatness and pulls it out of you. So with that, I'd like to ask you, how have you helped others to heal through love? Your clients, first your which then,
Well, we've helped over 60,000 women, which is amazing over the years. And we start quite often with diamond self-work, what we call the diamond self-work. And there is a reparenting. It's kind of like having a fairy godmother. The mentor, I have a team of mentor coaches. They're all trained and handpicked by me, and they become like a fairy godmother. They see the beauty in you. They see how smart you are, and they help you create the nickname, the diamond self nickname that you can't create because you're like, "Oh, I don't feel that good. I don't feel very good. I don't feel good." No, they help you. They're like, "Hey, wait, I see this in you. I see that brilliance. I see that loving nature. I see that the way you can move in the world and really do great things."
can I add
And to
another thing, Diana?
Mhm.
Tell us what kind of clients you work with, because people may be thinking these are all, really unsuccessful people, really low
Oh
level.
no, we work with all gamut, all types of people, up to women who are CEOs. I work with Hoda Kotb from the Today Show. She wrote about it in her book. She wrote about how I helped her in one of her books, so it's not confidential. But somebody on the level of Hoda Kotb, we've had judges, lawyers, famous, very famous therapists that we've helped with this because, and then of course regular people, you know, uh, because it doesn't matter, because internally you can still have this feeling, especially when it comes to love and relationships, of not good enough, I'm not feminine enough, I'm not lovable enough, my core is not lovable enough. You could be the CEO of a giant corporation and feel like your core is not lovable. And it's very confusing because you're used to being the smartest person in the world, the smartest person in the room. And why is it that all these other people are in love relationships and you are not, right? No, we've helped all different types of people. And let me tell you, this particular approach where you literally actually have a fairy godmother, I swear to God,
Mhm.
which is what it takes. It
It
really does take someone who sees you at the ball, who sees you at the ball, who sees you in the gown, even when you're covered with schmutz or you're covered with ashes. They see you like my mentor saw me. I was sitting there crying. Was saying, I can't do anything. I can't have love. I can't have success. And he's like, ridiculous. It was a man, actually. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You are the radiant beacon of loving guidance. I'm like, the radiant beacon of loving guidance? No, I'm a piece of shit. Radiant beacon. Radiant beacon. And so you get that kind of input. You can internalize it. You can make your brain rewire, right? So I actually do feel like the radiant beacon of loving guidance. Now there's no, I mean, it works. It works.
Can you give an example of somebody? You don't have to reveal their name or just what happened.
Let's see, about 4 women are dying to give testimonials for our new free masterclass, which we will tell you guys about. So cool. You Reborn, Ageless and in Love. But anyway, yes, we have 4. So let me just look at one of them and remember what she went through. Okay, okay. I don't want to use her name, but because I don't know what she wants to talk about in her testimonial.
I
But
just,
there was a woman in her 60s who very successful. I think she's some kind of educational administrator, but at the top. And so she had absolutely no luck with men. No luck, no luck whatsoever. She was totally in a dating desert. It was not a matter of her meeting guys who were, ghosting her and disappearing her. She just didn't meet anybody. And her internal sense of self was, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. Right. So, her coach, under my supervision, we worked with her to create the most beautiful diamond self identity. And her coach would always address her in the diamond self name, like, the deserving goddess of abundance and love, the deserving goddess of abundance and love. Yes, yes. Oh, hi, a deserving goddess of abundance. So emailing, right? And then, the coach had her go shopping and dress that, right? So what would that person be wearing according to the woman's inner sense of it, right? So you go shopping, you buy different clothes when you're shopping for your diamond self. You don't go to the same old clothing. You will go into the store and like, oh, I want to have this beautiful flowing cape. And oh, I want, a little piece of costume jewelry that reminds me of the goddess, or put it on my wrist. And so she did all that. She was open to guys who, her coach asked her to be open to guys who, she would normally have passed by, right? Who there was one thing wrong or this thing wrong, some small thing wrong, she would pass them up. And the coach said, give them a chance. And she finally met this guy who was the great love of her life. And she's thrilled to give us a testimonial. I think she's going to be on live on our big happening masterclass. And she's like over the moon. And in that process, you see, there's a youthifying effect. When you become your diamond self, there's a youthifying effect. You're kind of ageless because you're picking up on an archetype, goddess, angel, whatever that is. It's an archetype. Now, archetype is ageless. It's actually ageless, right?
yeah.
And that it takes you into really a whole new reality. It's a whole new reality where things are light and you're happy. You're actually happy. There's nothing better than being in love. I mean, it's light and you're happy. And
This is so important, particularly for women over 50 and over 60,
and over 70.
where they just feel nobody notices me, I'm nothing. But
I'm
there
invisible.
are out there that want a woman just like you, but you have to know that.
Yes,
You have to
yes,
connect with those people and get some
yes,
training in it because it's not easy.
yes,
I should
yes.
say it's not easy. It's not what we're used to.
No,
Used to what they
no,
say in the media, so you buy into that. You're used to what people say to you or don't say.
yeah, that's for sure. You're used to being ignored. As you get to a certain age, you get used to being ignored, right? And so then what happens is you start that negative refrain in your mind. Oh, I'm old. I'm getting old. It's all that stuff.
Or
And
I
then
don't need a relationship. It doesn't matter, but it does matter.
right. Nothing matters. Doesn't matter. I don't really need sex. I mean, I don't really need this, everything.
All right, so now we come to another question. In what ways have you helped family and friends to heal through love? So they didn't sign up for your program, but how might you help them?
Well, I think that being there for family and friends in a loving role is very important. And I'll tell you what occurs to me is when 9/11 happened, my daughter was in Manhattan and she was crying and she was on the phone. And me and Sam snuck into the city because the whole city was closed. And we snuck into the city because we thought that there could be more. We didn't know what was happening. We thought that they could bomb it, right? We snuck into the city and we hid with the firemen, got to my daughter's apartment, scooped her up with her pet birds, scooped up two of her friends who were in shock too, two other friends, scooped them up, scurried them out of Manhattan, and took them up to our apartment and away to safety. And so it was that, that act of, I don't know what, I guess it was the act of saving them and, showing love through action and being willing to be of total, complete service, right? Without selfhood in there, without selfhood or anything else, but just being able to be of pure service. And thank God that worked. I'll tell you that much.
Well, you never know.
You never know, but it did work. We were not arrested. We were not bombed. But that was one thing, for her friends. And the interesting thing is that our friends always said that they wish that me and my husband were their parents.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I felt very touching, very, very touching. Yeah, yeah. It's amazing that have been able with that background to create a relationship where I'm madly in love and have a partner who is right there with me. I mean, right there, like, hey, let's go rescue them. Done. Right? That is a gift from God. I really do think it's like a gift from God. God will put those people in your life. Now, the question is, are you loving on yourself enough to take it, to be with them?
But you also did the work. You did that inner work.
Yeah, I was in therapy. Honestly, Erica, I was in therapy for 7 years.
And it has to be the right therapy. Someone has
Yeah.
to not buy into your issues, but really guiding you.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was really about getting reparented. It really was about getting reparented. I needed to be reparented. Most people do, because no parenting is perfect. Not.
That's for sure. Because no matter if it's really wonderful, I just read a very valuable article about struggle, that if you have this beautiful family and you don't have to struggle for things, they make it easy, you develop an insecurity because you have not been challenged. And
that's true too.
Think about people that have escaped a war zone and come to another country, and then they create a huge business. They've been through a struggle and they value life and they value their partner.
That's true. That's true.
That if you've had it very easy and the parents seem to be wonderful, they tell you you're great and you feel so insecure. So there's no escape. We all have to do that inner work.
That's true. That's true. Well, sometimes in great reparenting, there's a lot of straight talk needed. Straight talk, which is discipline and limit setting and that kind of thing that helps a person, actually grow and see where their rough edges are. So that's another part of it. In a really great reparenting, you have nurturance, validation, appreciation, but you also have straight talk and limit setting.
Well, children need that, and we're all just grown-up children.
That's the truth.
Especially with the blocked areas we didn't look at.
Yeah.
So I think we've come to a point where you could tell us about your new program. And
oh my God, I'm so excited about this. This is for the first time ever. We're going to be meeting live, me and my whole team. You guys can meet live with me and my whole team. It's an hour each day for 3 days. It's going to be a happening. I'm telling you, it's a happening. It's called You Reborn, Ageless and in Love, and we do mean it. And it's absolutely free. It's absolutely our gift, but we have very few slots. So you got to get over there and you have to have a referring person, which is Erica, Dr. Erica. So definitely get yourself signed up. You are going to be blown away. This will really, I promise you, this will so help you in terms of pivoting in the direction you want to go. It'll help you create diamond self-work. It'll help you in terms of your relationships. I promise you, it's our most powerful practical magic that actually works. And, you know, as I say, you got to go to loveiN90days.com. That's loveiN90days.com. Click on the very top, it'll say free masterclass. The very top, you'll go to the page there, you'll sign up. But here's the important part. You have to say, Erica sent me. Erica sent me, right? So you go to loveiN90days.com, click on the top, very top, and fill out the form, say, Erica sent me. And Erica, I think you'll have that down below as well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. And so you'll get your spot. And you guys who follow Dr. Erica are super amazing and really smart, right? Because that's the way she is. So I want you in there, you guys. So do it right now, please. We're going to have such a ball. We're going to have such a ball. I'm telling you, and you will find a big difference. Totally free, totally. It's our gift, and we want to just help everybody really move into more lightness, more happiness, and more clarity, right? About self-love and taking care for others.
Clarity about who you really are and can be if you let go of all those limitations.
So I can't wait to see you guys. Can't wait.
So the last thing is, can you just offer some advice to our listeners about what they can do right now to start?
Okay. Beautiful. Yes. What you can do right now is I want you to simply do this. Put your attention right now on the most beautiful thing in your room. That's all I want you to do. Put your attention right now on the most beautiful thing in your room. Like right now, I have a vase over to the side and I'm looking at it. I'm putting my full attention on it. I'm putting my full attention. And I see how beautiful it is. And I see how regular it is. And I see how shiny it is. And it's bringing me into presence. It's bringing me into coherence with the present moment. And that's where my peace and my happiness lie. So just go ahead, put your full attention on anything around you, especially if you're upset. Put your full attention out there. In nature, it can be outside, on a tree, on a bush, on the water. Just put your full attention, come into the present moment. Go into more stillness. And right action will come out of you right away.
How beautiful. And I immediately looked at a plant that I have and looked at the leaves, and they're just so beautiful. They just keep growing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
I'm so happy.
Thank you so much for this moment together. It's always a joy. And you can see how happy Dr. Diana is and how much fun she is to work with. And so to those of you listening, please check out my website, relationshiphealingtoolbox.com. Click the link to the Healing Through Love series. Dr. Diana will be on that, but it will also be on YouTube and Vimeo and in my emails. And so you can watch a replay of this interview, other powerful guests, and you get a free gift. Also, visit my main website, drericagoodstone.com, to send me a message or find out how I might be able to help you to heal through love. And remember, as Dr. Diana said, to love and cherish the most important person in your life, you. Only then can you truly love anyone else. Thank you for coming today.